South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is scheduled to meet U.S. President Donald Trump on May 21, 2025, at the White House. This high-level meeting aims to address escalating tensions between the two nations and explore opportunities to reset their strategic relationship. Background to the visit. Relations between South Africa and the United States have been strained since Trump's return to office in January 2025. Key points of contention include land reform policies. The U.S. has criticized South Africa's land expropriation initiatives, which aim to address historical inequalities. Trump's administration has alleged that these policies contribute to a white genocide, a claim that South African authorities and experts dispute. Refugee status for white South Africans. In May 2025, the U.S. granted refugee status to 59 white South Africans, citing claims of racial persecution. This decision has been met with controversy, as South Africa denies the existence of such persecution. International Court of Justice, ICJ case. South Africa's case against Israel at the ICJ has further complicated relations, with the U.S. viewing it as a stance against its ally. Objectives of the meeting. President Ramaphosa has expressed a desire to engage with the Trump administration formally and without public disputes. He aims to address these issues constructively and strengthen bilateral ties. The upcoming meeting presents an opportunity to clarify misconceptions, address and correct misinformation regarding land reform and alleged persecution, strengthen trade relations, discuss ways to enhance economic cooperation, as the U.S. remains South Africa's second-largest trading partner after China. Collaborate on global issues. Explore joint efforts on global challenges, including peace initiatives and multilateral engagements. Broader context. This diplomatic engagement follows a recent telephone conversation between Presidents Ramaphosa and Trump, where they discussed the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and the importance of diplomacy and dialogue for a peaceful resolution. The upcoming meeting is seen as a critical step in mending relations and fostering a more cooperative partnership between the two nations. The key question: should President Trump listen to Ramaphosa and his begging team? Is Trump misinformed about white genocide? There is no evidence of a white genocide occurring in South Africa. The term white genocide is often used in far-right and conspiratorial circles to describe violence against white South Africans, particularly white farmers. However, this claim has been widely debunked by researchers, human rights organizations, and South African authorities. Agreed, there is high crime rates in South Africa. Farmers are not spared. The question: is the government doing enough? Here's what the facts show. 1. Crime is widespread and affects all races. South Africa has high levels of violent crime, but affects all communities, not just white South Africans. According to official crime statistics from the South African Police Service, farm attacks affect both white and black farmers, and white South Africans are not disproportionately targeted compared to the broader crime context. 2. No organized campaign of extermination. Genocide involves a coordinated, systematic campaign to eliminate a specific group based on ethnicity, race, or religion. There is no evidence of such a campaign against white South Africans. In fact, white South Africans continue to occupy a relatively privileged economic position in the country, despite being a minority. 3. Misinformation and political agendas. The idea of a white genocide has been amplified by fringe media and political figures, particularly outside South Africa. Experts say this rhetoric is often used to stir racial fear, justify far-right ideologies, or push for controversial immigration policies, such as granting asylum to white South Africans. 4. International response. The U.S. and other governments have occasionally responded to individual claims of persecution, but mainstream international human rights bodies do not support the narrative of genocide. So what must South Africa do? Improve security in the country. Safeguard property rights. Make a safe environment for everyone to enjoy doing business. Remove restrictive race laws. But will that sway Trump? Should Trump listen? Trump should listen to Ramaphosa. It's smart diplomacy, not weakness, to hear out a regional power and work toward common ground, especially in a complex and interconnected world. Should also listen. Both leaders come from different political contexts. Trump's populist nationalism versus Ramaphosa's post-apartheid democracy. Mutual listening is essential for effective diplomacy